Hello YouTube, this is NASCAR 48 WB2 Buff here with the series you've all been waiting for to get up and running, the PORWC NAPA Retro Series. Here it is finally started, 42 drivers ready to get going here at Daytona, and on the pole will be the 6th car of Dom Capps, and right next to him in that classic 51 mellow yellow car, Ricky Hawk taking the front row. Those two are Ford versus Chevy. I'm a Ford man, so I'm going to go with Ford's going to beat out on this one. Going to win it. But, yeah, so we're all ready here today to get going. How about Chuck Bain? He's going to get second here with Dylan Poteet running fourth. Then the 27 Alex Jones, Kyle Sinoski getting sixth. Then it will be Sam Young, Austin Ogo, and Charles Sanford and Savannah Turner rounding out your top 10 here. Like I said, 42 drivers ready to get going here. Starting command coming up in about 30 seconds. It's been a long wait, about a month. I'm sorry for it, but we're getting ready to get going. Now, we got to be careful at Daytona. Qualifying does not matter. When you're anywhere in the field, you have a chance of going bam in the wall, flipping. Anything is possible. Just hopefully it's not a possibility to you. So, who could come out here winning the Daytona 500? The Daytona 400, I'm actually going to name it. Not as big as the regular one. But, yeah, but let's get ready for our starting command as these drivers get started up. All 42 engines fired up.
Drivers, start your engines.
Now, there is going to be a very different point system for the drivers. It's going to be a 25 race season, and you need a win. It doesn't matter what position you come in. The win is what you want. This is going to be very much focused on getting wins. If you get a win, you are automatically in the playoffs, which is a 5-race playoff. So 20-race regular season, a 5-race playoff. Now, if you get a win, you're automatically in the playoffs, like I said. Now, when the playoffs come, the championship winner will be decided on who gets the most wins. Yep, that will be decided on who gets the most wins. Now, if no one gets a win or it's tied in any way. Now, let's go with if no one got a win. If no one got a win, it will be the highest finishing chaser that would get the championship. So, second would be really good if you could pull that off. Now, if there's a tie between that, we will have a tiebreaker of the playoff cars or something like that. I'm still trying to fix the bugs. We still have a ways to go. The playoffs is a little bit hairy, but it's going to be very different. Now, I'm thinking about it right now. If you were to have a tiebreaker here, it would be a tiebreaker race of the cars that are tied for the position. So if you're not tied for that position, you're not going to be in it. You're very, very much well as eliminated. So obviously you do not want to get eliminated at that point. So we probably have a tiebreaker race, or it will be an elimination chase of if a certain amount of cars finish lower, you'll be eliminated. It depends. Maybe if y'all vote or send me a message which one you would rather like, I would see into it. But the pace car is about to pull in. Dom Capps going to lead us down to the green with Ricky Hawk, Chuck Bain, Dylan Poteet, many more right there behind him. It's time to go green here at Daytona. Pace car pulls in, and we're green here at Daytona for the PORWC NAPA Retro Series. Already some cars back there making it 3 wide. Can the outside line prevail? What, I'm just going to give up on that. Can the outside line get ahead of the inside line? It looks like it's not. Chuck Bain helping Dom Capps, but Dom Capps going to leave him in the dry and switch to the outside line. And they're going 3 wide all over the place already. How about the 90 of Sam Young all the way down to the bottom? Chuck Bain's going to join in with them. And Dom Capps looks like he's going to lead the first lap of the PORWC NAPA Retro Series. Unless Chuck Bain can get a run, and it looks like he's not. And Dom Capps will lead the first lap. And it looks like everybody in the field did get go, except for the 98 of Alessandro Vietti. He's going to be on pit road from the start of this race, and he's not going to be going. Could it be a tire puncture or something? And Alexander Ortiz, Aaron Mason, and Nicole Sanchez are hanging on to the tail end of this field trying to get into the draft. And it looks like Dom Cap still had the lead, but here comes Charles Sanford. He's going to try to take the lead away. Also, Tony Blazer joining in too. With the help of Ray Davis back there in the 4 and Charles Jackson in the 5. And I think I heard skid marks. No, I did not. And a lot of the backpack just struggling to get into the draft here. Oh, and it looks like they did have a tire puncture on Alexandro Vietti because they are changing tires. And how about Ray Davis to the lead? He's going to lead here. The 4 Kodak machine to the lead. They're going to make it 3 wide for the lead. Now, how about the 12 of Peachy London? 3 wide. Charles Jackson in the middle. And they're going to go 4 wide maybe. 4 wide for the lead. This might not end up good. And there they go, the leaders. The leaders wreck. The leaders completely wrecked. Charles Jackson over on his roof. A huge pile up. A lot of cars taken out. And the leaders wreck. And the leader back to the line. I have no idea who. It will be Ray Davis with rear end damage. Then Robert Young, Tim Waycross, Matatui Strauth, and Sam Young. Will be about the only 5 cars to get through that. It's quarter slammer all over again. Peachy London involved. He was the first to go around. His day is done. Not a good day here for Peachy London, as he just got pretty much screwed out of win. He's not going to really probably keep up with the field. And what went wrong throughout that corner? Charles Jackson was on his roof, and Nick Capps has come to a stop on the tri-oval. A lot of cars got through back here maybe, with William Duncan, Zohar Manood, and that is Alex Jones. A lot of cars maybe got by, but they had to slow down. And a lot of cars got damaged along with it. And your leader is Ray Davis, and I'll take you to see what went wrong here at Daytona. And we are back. Keep an eye on this 26. 26 is going to make it 4 wide, and that does not work at Daytona. Now, Peachy London's going to come a bit down on the 26 of Leo Rogers. They're going to slide up. Charles Jackson almost got by. Same with the 4 Ray Davis. And how about Charles Jackson and Leo Rogers almost flipping? And just the tail end of the field just piled up. And nowhere for a lot of cars to go. Just nowhere for these cars to go. And like I said, Ray Davis will lead back to the line with some of the only cars that were not involved. As let's see a view with Charles Jackson. Let's see his view and his version of what he saw through this corner. This should be a good view of it. He almost slipped by, but they kept speed when they were spinning. And once that 12 hit the apron, he was still keeping speed but could not save it. And Charles Jackson, driver's side door, and he's going to get slammed and onto his roof. And there you just see the mass chaos off that corner. There's cars everywhere. It looks like a junkyard. Just nowhere for them to go. Let's see the 26 view here of Leo Rogers. Let's see what happened to him here. Just Peachy London came down, and these were the leaders. Peachy London had the lead, and they're going to get turned, and just the field had nowhere to go. And around they all go. Leo Rogers up on 2 wheels. He's side grinding it. Dom Cap's involved. Your pole sitter. Oh, Brian James going to get turned here about a 68. 27 involved. Just nowhere for a lot of these cars to go. And did Seth Cole just make it through that? I think Seth Cole just slid through this wreck without damage. I do think he just slid through this wreck without damage. Oh, he did get involved a little bit. But that was actually a pretty good save at not getting worse than it was. So he did a pretty good job there. Actually, let's take an onboard hit with him here. you see the contact. And Seth Cole did a pretty outstanding job at getting through that. Let's see if we can find another driver that got through that. I think the one of Austin Ogo maybe got through that here. Yes, Austin Ogo mostly got through it here. Let's take it on board here with him. And Austin Ogo got through that without getting hit. How about that? That took some skill right there. He did not get hit at all, and he will get through that. Along with some few others. Let's take an onboard with Charles Jackson here to see as he flipped right over on his roof here on lap 3. And the whole field just about piled in on that one. Quarter slammer gone wrong. But I'll take you back to the green here at Daytona. And we're back. Robert Young is your leader. Ray Davis and a few cars behind him pitted. Alessandro Vedi is a lap down. Now let's see at the retirees. 68 is retired. Charles Jackson, the 9. The 14 is still in this, 2 laps down. Same with the 98. 26, 12, 28 have all retired. And your top 10 is Robert Young, Liam Ervig, Chuck Bain, Ricky Hawk, Austin Ogo, Kyle Sonoski, Antonio Ortiz, trying to remember it, Luke Walker, Wilhelm Schultz, Jake Rogers. That is your top 10 with a few others behind him such as William Duncan and so on. And we're getting ready to go back to the green here at Daytona. Robert Young will take us to the green here at Daytona. And he just got shot out of a cannon right there as he zooms off, but that can be bad here at Daytona. And those 2 lap down cars are way off the pace. And Antonio Ortiz had a very right-hander that missed him. And Alessandro Vietti is going to fall way off the pace in the sucker hole. Not a good day for him so far. And the field gets spread apart on that restart. How about a 3 wide here for second? Here comes Ricky Hawk for second. But he's not going to get there. A lot of damaged cars in this field, but these cars can take a beating. And Robert Young looks to lead this lap, but Chuck Bain's looking too. Can he beat him? No, he cannot. Take a look in the back here. Jordan Schumacher off the pace. Jacob York, he's a Daytona winner. He's way off the pace. John Wilson, Jacob Sisko, Aaron Williams, Alex Jones, Tony Blazer, Zohar Manute, and I thought he saw the caution light out. Caution light's on. And a lot of cars had to get back together to catch this lead pack. It's very spread apart. Looks like a couple cars did. I believe Antonio Ortiz started last, and he's up here battling for 7th. He got through that wreck unscathed also. And we might have a battle for the lead between these 3 cars. Kyle Sonoski, Chuck Bain, and Antonio Ortiz. But Kyle Sonoski is going to stick with Chuck Bain. But Chuck Bain is going to leave him out to dry. And then zoom back up to him. Chuck Bain's going in all lanes. And he zooms out in front of the pack, but here comes Antonio Ortiz with Austin Ogo. And look who's joining at the 16 of Luke Walker. He's joining in on this battle also. And he has some heavy rear end damage too. But he is still up to speed. Could there be battle for the lead now? And yes, they are. Kyle Sonoski going to help Antonio Ortiz for the lead. Who's going to lead this lap? Chuck Bain, barely. That would have been a finish right there. And also, we have 2 new cars running the pack. Nick Capps is a lap down, though. But Sam Young is using him as a drafting card to work his way up here. Jake Rogers right not far behind with Tim Waycross, Dylan Poteet, Ray Davis. He's trying to work his way back all through these lap cars. And you have Matatui Strauff. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But, oh! Matatui Strauff going to pull a block move on the 19 here of Leo Walker. Hayden Klein back here with Seth Cole, Nicole Sanchez, Aaron Mason, and William Duncan trailing Wilhelm Schultz with a couple of damage cars. And look at the back end of that 43. Heavily damaged. That 43 is definitely most not going to be able to keep up with these packs. You see the fuel cell in the back of that. You got the last couple damage pack here running together, trying to work their way up through the field if they can. And Kalinowski now has the lead here at Daytona with that in the number 7 Hooters Ford. No new cars have joined the. Actually, Sam Young has joined the pack. What happened to the 14? The 14 is still trailing. What about Sam Young? He's up here also. But Robert Young is still on Kalinowski's tail. But Kalinowski will lead a lap here. And a lot of drivers, if you're a really good restrictor plate racer, this is your chance to get into the playoffs. Get a win at the start of the season, you're locked in. That's all you need to do. The wins are the only thing that matters. And Jacob York running around one of the last cars on the lead lap. It doesn't look like he has much damage on that car, but it appears he probably has some suspension damage, and he has to run very slow. He's only getting 164 down straightaways, and the field is getting 190 through turns, and about 190 to 200 on the straightaways. Jacob York is way off pace. And 3 wide to lead that lap. Sam Young's going to pull it off with Antonio Ortiz up here also. And look how far the rest of the cars are. It looks like they assembled into a pack, but will it be enough to catch up before pit stops, which could spread them out even more? Ray Davis, it looks like they fixed the back of this car enough. Let's take a rear shot camera. Yep, it looks like they fixed that up most of it enough to keep them in the pack. So you can see how far this pack really is. And that 41 way up here, the 51, with the 46, 2 good friends working here together. As both Chevys as the Days of Thunder classical schemes. But the mellow yellow Luminata is going to prevail. With Chuck Bain right on their tail. And here comes Jacob York. This can mess up this whole pack right here. And they just about run into the back of them. They're going to have to check high. And that's going to allow Austin Ogo to shoot around them. And Austin Ogo is going to have a huge lead, but that could be bad. And he is going to fly by. And now they have to somehow get past this 33, what could allow the rest of this pack to catch up. How far are they behind? Not far. And the rest of the pack is catching up. It looks like most of them did get by the 33, but Sam Young's getting held up. Sam Young has to pass him here soon. But it looks like he's trying not to, and there he goes. Oh, but Ray Davis is going to be pushed to the high side with the 33. Same with William Duncan and Jake Rogers and many more cars. Can they put him in the sucker hole and get past them? They're trying to, but it looks like they can't. And it looks like now they... Oh. Looks like they're playing it safe, but playing it safe could cost you the win because it is starting to get later in this race. William Duncan now going to get slide by, getting the draft of Hayden Klein. Jake Rogers and Ray Davis still stuck behind him. Here goes Jake Rogers around, and Ray Davis just lost a bunch of positions. And now he's going to slide by, and now the rest of the field has to worry about him. Get you back up to the front here. As the rest of the field has caught back up to Austin Ogo. And it looks like this is the rest of the pack, as now that kind of hurt the second pack chances more of catching them. As Ray Davis is way off the pace now. That was a very hard-hitting thing right there, of having that lap car screw him a lot right there. As the field is really spread out because the way that restart was, a lot of the lap cars or damaged cars held up the faster cars. So these are really the good going cars that have a shot at winning this. Which will, oh, and there's pit stops. Chuck Bain gonna slide around, but the rest of the pack's gonna come in, and they're looking to go 3 wide into the pit road. Well, Sam Young's gonna use speed to pit road to catch it up, and he's gonna shoot by some cars here. Same William Duncan, Hayden Klein, and Jake Rogers. And now the 33 is holding up this pack. That 33 is way off the pace. Something is definitely wrong with that car. Let's take you back up to the front with Chuck Bain here, who's leading. He's way ahead of Sam Young. I think I said Sam Young was on pit road. Sorry, wrong car. I think that was the 19 of Leia Walker. Tim Waycross, Dylan Poteet, and Matatui Straff going to catch up. And Chuck Bain's going to head in the pit road this time by. But these three are going to slide by him because these cars, I do believe, pitted under the last caution. But that could be bad because they might want to stay on the same fuel schedule as the rest of the cars. Here comes Dylan Poteet to try to take second. And that classical number 3 Good Ranch Chevrolet. Matatui Straff just hanging in the back in case something goes wrong. Saving his gas a bit. Gotta be careful of cars coming off pit road too. Such as these cars. And Liam Ervig lost a lot on that pit road sequence, and he might hold up some of the faster cars here. So he has to get back up to speed, but it looks like he won't. Will these guys have to pit this time by? No, they will not. They are continuing to stay out. Tim Waycross doing a good job, same with Dylan Poteet and Matatui Straff. And there's a wreck up here. And I have no idea who is involved. Is the caution lights out? No, it is not. Caution lights are not on. It could have been the 8. I have no idea who wrecked. Let's get back up to the front here. As they have caught Liam Ervig, and Sam Young going to shoot to the lead with Tim Wavecross on his tail. And they're going to catch the rest of the pack and probably start lapping them soon unless they pit. And they're still not pitting. They are going to the max edge of fuel mileage as far as they can. And they're about to lap William Duncan, Hayden Klein, the 51 of Ricky Hawks. So I'm still trying to get used to names here. And they're shooting by them. Their next couple cars are the 19 of Leia Walker and Robert Young that they'll be catching. And now there's some more cars coming in here. Those could be that second fuel window that I was talking about earlier. So that means Sam Young and Tim Wavecross, Matatui Straff, and Dylan Poteet could be coming in. Dylan Poteet actually did pit already. And are they coming in now? No, Sam Young and Tim Wavecross are staying out. One more lap around for them. I've never seen a fuel strategy stretched this long. There you see Nicole Sanchez coming out the pits, I believe. Yep, that is Nicole Sanchez. Along with Seth Cole, and Sam Young is shooting far away. Actually, and same with Tim Wavecross, as these two are just on some major fuel windows. But they got to be careful that they don't run out of fuel if they're stuck on the outside line. And they can't get in the pits. That could be bad if they are. Will they pit this time by? Yes, Tim Wavecross and Sam Young are now coming into the pit road. I believe these are the last 2 cars to come in. Zohar Manood on pit road. I think he has damage. Yes, he has damage. He hit the wall pretty heavily. Is the caution out? No, it is not. Zohar Manood hit the wall. He could have been the spin right here. So we got to find out who the leader is. I do believe it will cycle back around to Ray Davis. Or not. I have no idea who the leader will be. It might be Matatui Straff. He didn't pit yet, I think. No, he did not. I don't think he did pit. Or he did. Yes, he did pit. And he did a really good pit stop, as he's going to be up here leading the cars that were supposed to be leading off pit road. But Tim Wavecross and Sam Young are coming out. Good Matatui Strauff beat him to it. Does he have enough speed? And he is off the pace. Or just the pack is faster, as Antonio Ortiz, Dylan Poteet, Kalsinoski, and the 16 of Luke Walker are going to fly by. And there goes Antonio Ortiz to pit road. He must have never pit yet. And Tim Wavecross will hold the lead, but it might not be for long, as Dylan Poteet and the rest of the field are catching up. As this is a very spread out race, but I have a feeling it will still be a good finish. Kalsinoski battling for third here over Dylan Poteet, and it looks like he will get it. And now he's going for Sam Young, but Zohar Manoon might hold him up. Oh no, he's going to actually hold up Sam Young here. Actually, he's going to hold no one up, really. He's going to get in the, up to speed fast enough. Matatui Strauss back here also. Keep an eye on him. The back here is Robert Young, Leo Walker, Austin Ogo, Ricky Hawk, Hayden Klein, Nick Capps as a lap down, Liam Ervig, and William Duncan. How about William Duncan? He usually has not much luck at restrictor plates, except the one nationwide race where he won it here out of luck. But usually he does not have the best of luck. Ray Davis, ever since that wreck, he has just fallen off. Same with Chuck Bain. He was up here battling for the lead. He must not got that great of a pit stop, as he's back here also. Get back up to the front pack here, as it is a really spread out race. And Tim Wavecross continues the lead by a long shot right now. Could this mean a win for him? Can he hold off for 5 more laps against the field? Let's take a rear shot with him. That pack of cars behind him is catching him, and they're very fast. They're about 4 miles per hour faster than him, and they're looking to go 4 wide for a second. That would have definitely caused a wreck and killed their chances at winning. And it looks like Jacob York did get his car back up to speed, a regular speed, but he's not with a pack of cars right now, so he's not going to keep up, and caution lights are out. Will we have enough time for one more restart? Tim Wavecross might have just won this race. It looks like a heavy wreck, too. It looks like William Duncan was involved, as he is way slow off the pace. But Tim Wavecross just might have won this race. Will we have enough time to get back to the restart? Let me go show you that caution and see if we have enough time for another restart. This was a very weird wreck. Keep an eye on the 30 and the 94 here. William Duncan just going to slam Robert Young into the wall, knock them both out. Liam Ervig is going to get down in the Austin Ogle here, and he goes way sliding through the grass. And then just bam. That is a hard hit into the outside wall. Then Robert Young going to slam into them. And it's mostly a 2-car pileup. I do not think anybody else hit them. A lot of cars sliding off the pace. So let's see William Duncan's view. As his day, I think I just made it, jinxed him right there. As I said, his day was going good. Looks like it's not going good anymore. He was running 10th at the point of this wreck. Sorry to jinx him. But he just slammed Robert Young into the wall, spinning them both. And messing both of their days up. Luckily, no one else hit him. So he's right in the middle of the track. And watch Robert Young's hit right here. Same with Liam Ervig. Bam! Just a hard lick. And that engine's immediately shut off. Let's take an onboard here with Robert Young, then I'll take you back to the green or the winner. He's probably not too happy with William Duncan right there. And he will come to rest on the apron of the track. And I'll take you back to the green or the finale of the race. And it is in the books. Tim Waycross is the winner of this race. Congratulations to him as he held off the field. That wreck couldn't have come any sooner. And he will win it here at Daytona. He is locked into the playoffs on a win at the start. May I think it's cheap or whatnot, but if you won Daytona, that is just phenomenal. And how about Matatui Straff coming up short to getting in the playoffs, but he's going to come out second. Antonio Ortiz, he's going to be a lap down, I believe. Yes, he is. He's going to be a lap down. But Sam Young, third. Kyle Sanowski, fourth. Luke Walker, fifth. Dylan Poteet, sixth. Ricky Hawk, seventh. Leo Walker, eighth. Hayden Klein, ninth. Austin Ogo, 10th. Chuck Bain, 11th. Ray Davis, 12th. Nicole Sanchez, 13th. Seth Cole, 14th. William Duncan, he still got a 15th out of that. Savannah Turner, 16th. Jake Rogers, 17th. Brian James, 18th. Jacob Sisko, 19th. Aaron Mason, 20th. Jordan Schumacher, 21st. Aaron Williams, 22nd. Wilhelm Schultz, 23rd. John Wilson, 24th. Alex Jones, 25th. Alessandro Vietti, 33rd. Jake Baskinger, 26th. Dom Capps, your pole sitter, 27th. And Tony Blazer, 28th. Then that means 29th is Antonio Ortiz. And Zohar Manood would round out your top 10. And Tim Waycross wins here at Daytona, coming to get the checkered flag under caution. How about Tim Waycross picks up a win here at Daytona? Congratulations to him once again, as Tim Waycross will pick up the win. Let me take you to your race results here from Daytona. And we are back. Like I said, I went through the first 30 cars here. You can see them again. And a lot of hard days for other drivers not finishing this race. And how about his brother, John Waycross, finishing last? So it's a win-lose situation for the Waycross today. But I will see you next week at a fun track that I have in store. It'll be fun. It's going to be a surprise. But I will see you next week then. Please like, comment, and subscribe. NASCAR 48 W2 Buff signing off.